Hello, hello. What's good, everyone? It's such an annoying morning. Okay, not because of any other reason other than the fact that I didn't sleep. Okay, it's not really annoying as much as there is a slight, tiny little inconvenience. And honestly, it's not even that bad, so it's okay. So, like, it honestly, completely fine. It really is completely fine. But I see the thing is, I didn't go to sleep because I was reading, and I found a really nice book. So I was like, okay, well, I have to read it now. It's over 100 chapters. That's like standard, right? Like it's so little. What am I even worried about? I can finish it, no sweat. See, the problem isn't that I can't finish it. The problem is that I ended up staying up till 5 in the morning because I was really interested in finishing the book because it was a completed book. Lucky me. And so I didn't sleep because I was like, what's the point? If I sleep right now, I won't even be able to get like 3 hours of sleep because I try to wake up at like 7:30 for my streams. It was already 5 by that time. Not a good time to not sleep, but I'm still okay because I'm pretty energetic for a no sleep situation, which I think is okay. Like in my mind, I'm completely and totally okay with it. Like it just very on brand, very feels like kind of normal in some ways. But yeah, I find myself just thinking about how it would be so nice if like we could just ignore all responsibilities and just you know sleep for everything forever. Yeah, me and my friends were having a very interesting conversation in the morning. Like, we were just talking about how much we wanted to just go into like a certain amount of time comas. Mine is 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks is the perfect time for a coma, just enough where I can get the rest I truthfully deserve. I feel like I'll never get my entire life, but it's fine because I signed up for this. But yeah, I really do think a 3 week coma would do everyone some good, you know? Just like, everyone takes like 3 weeks off and just sleeps for those 3 weeks. Really let your body's latent healing abilities go in full force and like heal you up, make you like A-okay. I bet my body could use like way too many of those. My point still stands. I still want that coma and everyone still wants that sleep. So, if you are awake because it's late at night for you, you should go to sleep instead. Why? Because sleep is way more important than you would think. And if you didn't know, you could start becoming like psychotic or have psychotic breaks in like 7 days of not sleeping enough. Am I speaking from personal experience? No. But is there scientific research that backs this? Yes, it does. My point stands is that sleeping is good. If it's time to sleep for you, you should sleep. And if it's not time to sleep for you, well then feel free to do whatever the hell you want, whether it's watching my stream or going and watching a new Netflix show. Up to you. Hey, I'm not the master of your world. But yeah, I just woke up like yesterday. When I woke up, it was at this really awkward time where I was like so close to lunch, yet not close enough where I could have lunch. So I'm like, I have this sort of fake brunch situation happening in my not slept so late. It's like already 11:30 or something, and so I was like, okay, fine. What? I still want to eat because I'm hungry now. I'm like, okay, I'm hungry. I'm thinking about, oh, I'm gonna eat something. Didn't eat shit until lunch because lunch was going to be really freaking nice. So I was like, okay, I'll wait till lunch. It's actually not that big of a deal. Waited till lunch, had a great lunch, but geez, why didn't I just eat when I woke up that day? It was literally just yesterday. I did that yesterday. Technically, I have not been awake for a full 24 hours because I woke up at like 11:30 or something yesterday. So my point still stands. Actually, I'm not even close to psychotic breakdown, although I could be. I could be. If I try to keep this up for 2 more days, I will pass out. No doubt. I've done it before and I've passed out violently. By that I mean I was really, really like dizzy and groggy, and like my brain was like sludge. I couldn't think of anything, and I was like basically just asleep while being awake. So as soon as I got home, thankfully I have the, you know, like the fair-mindedness of thinking like, oh my god, I should totally like go home and just pass out in my bed instead of passing out like in college or at like, you know, in the middle of the street. So I took a cab home and then went back home and then passed out on my bed promptly. As soon as I got home and I saw my bed, I was like, okay, I'm gonna pass out now. My body is truly great at knowing when it needs to rest. I'm sure everybody's bodies are, but mine really likes to just drive it into me that if you don't go and like sit down or some shit, we're just gonna fall over. You're gonna be faint. You're literally gonna faint. Like, you're gonna be on the floor, ripe for shooting, because you know you're defenseless. But then again, hot weapons, you're always defenseless. Recently I've been playing Hades. I don't know why I'm switching topics so much as if this is a chatting stream, but I feel like the need to catch everyone up on what I've been doing. So I was really tempted. I really was. I was like, I saw Hades and I was like, I have it. I've had it for the last like 2 months. I need to play it, right? Like, I just need to. Like, I need to know what the hype is about because I haven't played it before. And so I started playing it. It's really great. I understand why people are obsessed with it. I understand why people are like, yeah, everyone needs to play this game because everyone should play it. It's a really good game. And I'm hoping to be able to like, you know, obviously play it on stream soon. I'd be having so much fun. It'd be like so good. But yeah, another reason why I didn't sleep was I was literally yesterday, like in the evening, I was thinking about, you know what would be nice if I stayed up for a night. Did not expect it for it to be like yesterday night or today morning. I was just like thinking about it. I was like, it's been a while since I stayed up, you know, like it's been a while since I slept at like 7 in the morning or some shit. And I was like, you know what, I should totally do that. And then literally the same day, same night, I end up staying up the whole night because I found a really good book and I want to read it. And I read it. I read all of it. It's completed now. It was a completed book, and I read the whole thing, and I had so much fun. Genuinely, cannot tell you how much fun I have when I read books in the middle of the night. Like, there's something that just scratches every single itch I could ever have in like some sort of, oh, it's a guilty pleasure way. I love it. It's so good. My other guilty pleasure is reading self-insert fan fiction. There's some fanfic authors that just do it so good, and you're like, oh my god, like I can totally imagine myself in this situation with this character. Like, yes, let's do this. I love this. Like, I use that as brain food. Once in a while, actually no, it's more like every other day, I'll read like 2 or 3 self-insert fan fictions just because why not? You know, like it's just a thing of why not? Just read it. It's not like it's hurting anyone. It's not. It really isn't hurting anyone. That's not the point though. The point isn't that it's not hurting anyone. The point is that it's cringe. I've had multiple friends tell me that they think self-insert fan fiction sucks. Now, they don't know that I read self-insert fan fiction for fun. Like, I just do it like some kind of like sad, guilty pleasure, but it's not sad because I have so much fun, so I read it anyways. I wouldn't really care about what other people are saying. I read normal fan fiction too, don't worry though. Like, I read normal fan fiction, alright? Like, I'm not outing myself as a fake fan here. I love self-insert, but I like normal fan fiction just as much. I'm always and currently hooked on Bangshan fanfics. If you know what I'm talking about, you know why I'm hooked on them, right? Like, they're just the it couple. They're just it. You know, they're the best ship I've shipped in a while. And this is from me talking about my like selection days where I used to read fanfic about selection. The Selection series by Kiera Cass, by the way. I mean it. I used to read fan fiction about that series, I was obsessed with the main characters. I was obsessed with how good of a couple they were. I was like, this is my ship. This is it. You know, like this is where we want to be in life. I also read fan fiction of the Mortal Instruments series. Basically, anything I watch, read, or consume that could have fanfic, I'm gonna look for fanfic. I'm gonna read the fanfic. I feel like fanfic is a great way to really get into a piece of media. I'm gonna skip this song because it kind of sucks. Again, with the unwanted ads that come upon from somewhere that I have no idea where. Like, I genuinely don't know where the random ads come from. Okay, so this one is a bust. I don't like the fact that the track was like that. Okay, this is much better. Yeah, but my point still stands that I end up reading fanfic of anything that I can find and want to. Like, if it's a piece of media that could have even a single fanfic, I will read that fanfic. Trust me, because I've done it. I once read a book series that had only 2 pieces of fanfiction, both written terribly, by the way. I hate both of those fanfictions. I somehow hate the book series even more. Never gonna talk about it because I think it makes me feel like a demon. Not that I am one, but you know, we are all entitled to things we hate. Anyways, we should actually get to poetry. I've been talking for like 10 straight minutes. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. We were going to write poetry. Now, a very, very kind friend of mine gave me a bunch of prompts because I'd asked for them. She was like, I tried to send them on Twitter, but my account was privated, so I couldn't send it to you. But she sent it to me on Discord. Amazing prompts, by the way. We're going to try and write at least like a few lines of poetry for each prompt. I'm going to have so much fun. I really like writing poetry. I actually really like writing poetry/songs a lot. And I think giving myself prompts is a good way to exercise my ability to like think creatively and on the spot. So I usually just like ask people for prompts or just find through a prompt generator. And I have 2 open on my screen right now. And the one of them is like just you click it and then it just gives you some sort of like fun prompt, you know. And then the other one is just like it gives you sort of like a description. Or you could like take this as you could take this as like a blurb of some kind. Like I like to think that this would be good for like, you know, like if you're actually into writing short stories and stuff, like, or essays, this would be really good. Yeah, I feel like prompts are a really good way for you to like use your brain. I know, right? Hooray for Lore. Lore is great. I love Lore. I love the fact that she actually like went ahead and like sent me prompts. I was not expecting anyone to actually send me prompts. I was like, well, I mean, it'd be nice if they did, but if they don't, it's completely fine. But yeah, let's try to write one of Lore's prompts and then one of the prompts from the prompt generators, and we just alternate until we are done with all of Lore's prompts. But yeah. So the first prompt is a girl dreaming of pink bubblegum and the moon. And in her said sort of footnote situation, she's written, it just feels like pretty imagery, and I agree, it does feel like pretty imagery. I wholeheartedly agree, Lore. I think you make so much sense. And if you are going to watch the VOD, I think she is, because she was really excited about this stream. And I'm glad I convinced her to sleep. Like, girl needed the sleep, okay? But yeah, let's just go for the first prompt. You know what? I'm just gonna do that. That makes so much more sense. Why would I try to do anything else, right? So... Okay, I think I have a good idea of what I want to like sort of expand into. pink craters and pink colors shine through the cracks of all the bubbles. Of the bubbles? Pink craters and pink colors shine through the cracks of the bubbles of bubbles. I like bubbles more than of the bubbles, so through the cracks of bubbles, blown up big like a balloon to be filled with moonlight and no sins, as if pink craters and pink color shine through the cracks of bubbles blown up big like a balloon to be filled with moonlight and no sins. And if the valleys show Loki, the music is distracting. I'm gonna turn it down for myself because I can hear it really loudly for some reason, and I know it's because my computer volume is like turned up real high. So yeah. And if valleys show, if this bursts, know that my reality is cursed, unable to see the falsehood of things. The moon and my pink gum pink gum. I usually don't type all the poetry I write, right? I usually end up writing it on like my songbook or on my iPad or something, because I feel like it's more convenient writing it by hand. But it's a nice exercise to sometimes just type your poetry. I feel like that's also good practice, especially if you're like trying to practice editing and formatting stuff. It's a good way to test whether or not you have the necessary skills to like go and publish stuff and stuff. But obviously it isn't necessary. It's not like you have to publish something, just enough that it makes sense. That's all I'm saying, like at least so that like the poetry makes sense, and it like makes sense what in regards to the meter that you decided to use, or that you feel makes sense for this kind of poetry. Oh wait, I forgot where I was, so we're gonna read it again. I go on tangents a lot, so you're probably gonna just see me like talking a bunch and just forgetting what I'm trying to do. Have fun with that, because as much as I love writing poetry, I am a fiend for tangents, a fiend for deviation from the actual thing I'm supposed to do. Procrastination is my primary sin, and I live to serve my sins, Pink craters and pink colors shine through the cracks of bubbles blown up big like a balloon to be filled with moonlight and no sins. And if valleys show, if this burst, know that my reality is cursed, unable to see the falsehood of things. The moon and my pink gum, both hidden from my hidden from my From the winds. I like that. We should decide on a title for it, actually. I find myself thinking more about the title of a poem instead of like everything else that is also necessary, like the content that you're writing about. I'll write it. I'll make the title "Pink Moons" by Mew. Okay, I like that. That was really cool. That was really fun. Shit, I might have to do more streams like this. I like this a lot. Okay, being forever hungry. I think there's a similar. Okay. Another one. Okay, we can use this as a starting one. As a start. I'm dying to know whether. I'm dying to know whether. I don't know what to make of this. Because, like, I feel like. As much as I have fun writing poetry through prompts, it's like very vague. Like, especially like this, it's just like a beginning sentence almost. Instead of like something that you can write about. Like, it's not like, oh, fairy princess pop star thing. Like, you know, it's just like, oh, you can just write whatever you want. I feel like sometimes I struggle with that because I sometimes like need criteria for what I want to talk about or what I want to write. So I just end up postponing that too until I can figure out what my criteria are for that specific writing session. But we don't have much of that. There is literally all freedom to do whatever the hell we want. So I'm dying to know whether this poem will ever start if words that flow through me can bear to part. If the quill breaks, will I depart from my journey to say the words of my heart? Wow, that was so fast. What the hell? I'm just gonna leave the title as the prompt itself. I like this one. I think it's really, really pretty, especially since like it can be whatever, but it's so short and sweet, and also makes sense, right? I'm dying to know whether this poem will ever start if words that flow through me can bear to part. If the quill breaks, will I depart from my journey to say the words of my heart? It's up to interpretation, by the way. It's definitely up to interpretation. Okay, let's go for the second one. I think we have a winner. That one is really good. Wow, I'm like really proud of myself because that one sounded so good. Anxiety and listlessness. Awake in bed, I lay. The ceiling. I keep forgetting the spelling of ceiling for some reason. Like, I feel like sometimes it's confusing, especially when I don't have enough sleep. Definitely will be forgetting a lot of spelling and sometimes even grammar. But the good thing about poetry is you have creative liberty, so you can actually sometimes forego the rules of grammar and just do whatever you want. I think that's one of the best things about writing poetry. Even songs, I think, as much as I love rhyming, as much as I freaking adore rhyming in music and in like poetry, I also think like there's some amount of like dignity in not rhyming in a poem, you know, like it sounds really nice either way, but still. Wait, I forgot what I was writing. This is gonna happen a lot. If I have like some ungodly speed, you can imagine that I'm probably not gonna concentrate on anything else. But yeah, let's keep on going. Awake in bed I lay, the ceiling makes cream, grey, white overtake the crown jewel of my awake. Today that comes sorrow. No, today that comes tomorrow. Tomorrow's sorrow. Woe pleads for relief despite relief from my unending ha 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 ha, I forgot the spelling of unending harrow. Again, this is one of those times where I end up rhyming a lot. Awake in bed I lay, the ceiling makes cream grey white overtake the crown jewel of my awake. Tomorrow that comes, today that comes, tomorrow's sorrow. Woe pleads for relief from my unending harrow. I'm so glad someone else can say. I know a lot of us face that problem, but like, is it not like so tempting to just distract yourself from the stuff that you're supposed to be doing by something else that is also equally as important? Like, obviously I want to talk to the people who are watching me, but then I'm also like, I promised something for this stream, I should probably do that. I can do both though, most of the time, especially since we have as much time as I want to take for this. So we're gonna write at least 10 poems today. I am determined. Unless I actually feel like I can't keep writing, and then we'll stop. But if not, I will go on until at least 10. So we finish the prompts that Laura gave, and we can like take 5 extra prompts from the prompt generator, and that should be 10 in total. And we can go more if I feel like I could afford to expend my limited brain power today, because I literally have not slept. I'm literally going to start falling asleep at any point. As soon as this stream ends, I'm gonna go to my bed and just sleep. No shame in admitting the fact that I'm going to do that. But yeah, let's keep going. I want to finish this one. This is actually pretty good. I had a pretty good idea for where I wanted it to go, and then I stopped and I distracted myself, and I feel bad, but it's okay. I can bring it back, you know. I can get something even better maybe. Awake in bed I lay, the ceiling makes cream grey white overtake the crown jewel of my awake. Tomorrow that comes. Okay. I keep saying tomorrow that comes, so I'm gonna change it to tomorrow. Tomorrow that comes. Today's sorrow. Yeah. I like that way more. See? Distraction does lead to something better sometimes, most of the time. For me, not for everyone, but for me, usually if I'm distracted because of something, it usually means that I'm probably gonna get something better from whatever I was distracted about. Today's sorrow. Woe pleads for relief from my unending harrow. The thoughts that plague color the world grey. Color the world grey in foolish wait of what awaits. Oh, I love wordplay. Even while at rest, I feel like even at rest, I think that's where we want to go. Even at rest, the mind awakes. Running 1,000 miles. The skin that takes. Breezes. Breezes don't blow. The itch remains. My world contained in my brain. Okay, I like that. I think that's good. Wow, that was so fast. What the hell? Again, I'm sometimes astounded, even though once I've written a song in like 10 minutes, like straight, like a full song with like everything almost done. No chords though, because I never actually write the chords of the songs I write. But it was the whole song. Like, it's a really catchy, fun song. So maybe I should produce that one too. But yeah, let me read it out for you guys. Awake in bed I lay, the ceiling makes cream grey white overtake the crown jewel of my awake. Tomorrow that comes, today's sorrow, who pleads for relief from my unending harrow. The thoughts that plague color the world grey in foolish weight of what awaits. Even at rest the mind awakes, running 1,000 miles the skin that takes. Breezes don't blow, the itch remains, my world contained in my brain. I don't like the last line. I'm gonna change it. My world contained in this space. Yeah, I like that way more. In this space. Yeah. I like that way more. Oh wait, you know what? I did something stupid and I read listlessness as restlessness. So I may have written something that is completely unrelatable to these words. Other than anxiety, I think I portrayed that really well. But listlessness, not really. Okay, you know what? Take two. Let's write another one. Let's write another one. Yeah, let's just get it out of view. Yeah, anxiety and listlessness. Okay, covers go up, the sky warm. I shiver as though. What's another word for cold or winter? Winter synonym. I feel like I used as though a frost. Okay, I like that. I found what I was looking for. Covers go up, the sky warm. I shiver as though a frost. Okay. My racing mind from tomorrow's. My racing mind from tomorrow's disgrace today has yet to pass, yet I lay awake. No more. No more. No more. Okay, wait. I was trying to think of something that was like similar to energy or like a metaphor for energy, something like that. But I literally don't have anything in my brain that says energy as much as the word energy. That, although I admit that's probably obvious. Like, is it not obvious that energy conveys the word what energy means? Like, what am I missing? A vital part of my brain that is recovered through sleep. I'm going to keep complaining about not having enough sleep because my eyes are literally fluttering shut. Should not be because I drank enough caffeine to at least wake me up a little, but clearly my caffeine needs have not been fulfilled. They should have been, but they're not. But it's okay because we're just gonna keep going and hope that I don't fall asleep. Because I won't. It's very impossible for me to fall asleep while talking. Especially since I'm sitting up. It's like if I was laying down, the chances of me falling asleep would be way higher. But I'm sitting. And this chair isn't all that comfortable. So there's no way I can sleep on it. You know, like just on the chair. It's not that big. And it doesn't even have like armrests. If it had armrests, I could still understand, but it doesn't. Yeah, let's just keep going. Covers go up, the sky warm, I shiver as though a frost. My racing mind from tomorrow's disgraced. Today has yet to pass, yet I lay awake. No more to give, no more it can take. Whatever is lost will remain. Did I consider what would remain if I gave it all? Yet the day still takes. I like that. I like both of the ones I wrote. So maybe we go V1 and then we go V2. Actually, it should be opposite because we wrote the second one first. I mean, like the first one first. So like the one that's at the after the one that we wrote just now is like the first one, but we're just gonna name it version 2 because it's like under version, like it's under the one that we just wrote, so it's gonna be called version 2 for now. But yeah, let's go look for a prompt generator. I feel like we should use the other one. Give me a new one. February 29th, 2020 is the day that changes the world. Humans living north of the 35th parallel begin to grow fur. I don't think I'd like to write poetry about just that. You have the ability to turn into anything you want, but you have to go to sleep in order for it to take effect. I feel like we could write that. Yeah, I feel like we could write something with that. So, ooh, okay. That is big. Let's just... Yeah, that is great. Yeah, that was only the second one. It felt like it wasn't the second one, not gonna lie. Yeah, let's try to think of something that we can write about. Eyes close, and here I am in another time of another man who I saw a reflection of my future, the one I thought I want to be. Yet here I am, awake, as though a dream. Yet here I am, awake as though a dream, Okay, I could have entered that. Eyes closed, and here I am in another time of another man. I would like to make this longer. Who I saw a reflection of my future, the one I thought I want to be. Yet here I am, awake as though a dream. As though a dream. I certainly should surpass me. No, I don't like that. Eyes closed, and here I am in another time of another man, who I saw a reflection of my future, the one I thought I want to be. Yet here I am, awake as though a dream come true, yet a nightmare it may be. Curses or blessings in disguise of me. Curses or blessings in disguise of me. My world torn apart from a simple sleep. I like that. That was fun. Wow. Let's just name it sleep, because I feel like that's quite appropriate. You know, sleep. I'm just gonna recite it for you guys. Eyes closed, and here I am in another time of another man, who I saw a reflection of my future, the one I thought I wanted to be. Yet here I am, awake as though a dream come true, yet a nightmare it may be. Curses or blessings in disguise of me, my world torn apart from a simple sleep. I feel like that one is really good. Wow, I am just literally popping off. Am I not right? Am I not just popping off so hard? Like, every single poem is so good. Genuinely in awe of myself, because wow, I'm amazing. Mew is a genius, you guys, and I'm not afraid to admit it. It's positive reinforcement hours, and I'm gonna keep giving myself positive reinforcement throughout this. Strutting in high heels towards world domination. Okay, I don't know what Laura is thinking here. As she said, I don't know what I'm thinking here. I don't know what she's thinking either. But I appreciate the world domination message. As I've said in the beginning, I do believe that we will all take over the world together one day. You know, just really, really, really drive that into everyone's brains and hearts and everything. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I just yawned. Quite obnoxiously. I am so sorry. I definitely think we're gonna have to stop after the 10 poems, because I'm so sleepy. Wow. Strutting in high heels towards world domination. My feet ache. Made to bear the burden. My shoulders cannot take. My feet ache, made to bear the burden my shoulders cannot take. Okay, wait. I'm kind of confused. Think of their demise, the promise of my side. Oh, it's okay, Unino. I feel bad that I yawned. I definitely should have slept, even if it was just little, but I genuinely don't trust the other muse to like let me sleep and wake up at a normal like amount of time. Like as much as I trust myself to get up, this I trust myself, not other muse. Like the other muse, they need to get their shit together, you know? That's all I'm gonna say. Pink of their demise, the promise of my side. Seen as though the last sight. True death. Death may carry them to safety with all his might. Spared a thought on the singing trees, knowing birds make it to water well below their knees. Is this making any sense? Not really. Am I just gonna keep writing it? Absolutely. You cannot convince me that this isn't a good idea. It is a good idea because I said so. Spared a thought on the singing trees, knowing birds made it to water well below their knees. Spared a thought on the singing trees, knowing birds make it to water well below their knees. The world is my oyster. I'm the pearl. Pearl it needs. If I cannot be granted strength, if I cannot be granted strength, I shall take what I need. Okay, I really like that. I'm gonna name it the pink heels of world domination. Okay, I really like that one. Oh shit, I really like that one. What the hell? Okay, let's go for another prompt. And a costly indecision. That one is too vague. Why are all the prompts so... Okay, yeah, this one is nice. Three. Something I think you should know. The world is harsh. Harsher still. It grows disquiet. The turmoil it brings. I didn't read out that the last poem for you guys, so we're gonna do that first before I continue onwards to the next one. This one is called The Pink Heels of World Domination. I really like the title. I'm so proud of myself for thinking of that. Like, wow, I'm literally genius. And it starts as, my feet ache, made to bear the burden my shoulders cannot take. Pink of their demise, the promise of my side. Seen as though the last sight, death may carry them to safety with all his might. Spared a thought on the singing trees, knowing birds make it to water well below their knees. The world is my oyster, I'm the pearl it needs. If I cannot be granted strength, I shall take what I need. I think that one is so fucking arrogant. And I love that. Because it really says world domination in the best way possible. I love that about that. Wow, I cannot believe I wrote that. That's so good. What the hell? Sometimes I can't believe I wrote like nice really nice poetry, because I had a lot of time people like for a very long time people would like tell me like my poetry isn't good. That is also in part due to people like said people being my peers who were like always annoyingly like for some reason according to all my friends jealous of me, which I don't understand why, because I was literally the loner in all of my school life. But maybe it was because I was not interested in being anyone else. I just kept being myself, kept doing what I felt was right and what was kind, instead of conforming to the rules of whatever kind of small hellish society they'd made. I feel like that also sort of impacts your growth and your mindset. Obviously it does, but I didn't think it would impact me this much. But seeing as I grow up with that, it makes sense, right? But yeah, let's keep going. So, the world is harsh, harsher still. It grows disquiet, the turmoil it brings. My veins sing the call for kindness. Oh, it thrills. Take note of what you want. Be kind to who you can. Give as freely as they take. Giving brings more benefit. Anyways, I like that too. What the hell? How am I coming up with these cool ass bangers? Wow. Really, I just really said it's like I'm gonna be amazing, and I keep being amazing. Okay, this one is difficult because I don't really know what to write about it. Like, is it just, I mean, obviously I like to put in metaphors for life and the likes everywhere, but a poem about crows singing in joy as they dive into the water. The heat melts even the finest of feathers. Too hot to fly. Too much distance to cover. I see the water, a familiar cover. No one to cry. No one to cry? Phew, ouch. I just shivered randomly. And it cannot be that cold in my room because it's literally so hot outside, and I don't have any curtains right now because the ones that we want to get are still being bought. But yeah, it's so hot, and yet somehow I still feel kind of cold. Wow. Let's keep going. The heat melts even the finest of feathers. Too hot to fly, too much difference. Two with double O's. Too much distance to cover. I see the water, a familiar instead of cover, I'm gonna write lover. No one to pry. On my coward. No one to pry. No one to can't think of anything after this. Now that is interesting because I feel like I should know what else comes after this, but it feels like I hit a roadblock somewhere. I'm not sure what the roadblock is, so we're just gonna go step by step. The heat melts even the finest of feathers. Too hot to fly, too much distance to cover. I see the face of familiar lover, no one to grieve the loss of a feather. Black navy, black ravens, crows that suffer. Black raven, crows that suffer. Fruit brought cannot be recovered. Should what you present may suffice. You will have. Nope, I don't like it. Okay, I'm gonna write too much as if to hover, prevent flesh from turning into odor. Okay. I'm literally writing about the wrong thing. Is it not about crows singing in joy as they dance into the water? You'll have to give me a second because I really need to go to the washroom. So I'll be back while you guys listen to music and have fun reading the third poem from the prompts over and over and over again until I come back. BRB. Okay, I'm back. I'm so sorry. I really had to go and pop into the washroom real quick. Okay, so let's keep on going. Crows singing in joy as they dive into the water. Now then, I still feel like I'm not really sure what to write, because I usually don't write about joyful topics. Somehow my poetry always ends up being slightly on the dark or whimsical side of things. So maybe you can just write whimsy instead of joy. Or we can try joy. You know what? It's the perfect opportunity for me to try and write something joyful instead of going the darker route, which has been completely freaking normal for me all this while. So let's at least try our best to go the joy route. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Uni, I mean, you're so nice. But yeah, I feel like I should say sorry because I don't even have a be right back screen prepared, even though I knew that this situation may occur. So yeah, hopefully I have it prepared by tomorrow. Been really exhausted the past few days for some reason. Okay, let's go. Joy. Raucous, Roucus, UOS. I don't remember the spelling. Let's just look it up because Oh wait, was I right? Ah, indeed I was. Wait. IU. Ah, yes, sir. Raucous crows. Water slows. A way to go beyond the beyond what we know. A dance, a song. Enjoy. Enjoy. Haha, that's a cool pun. Enjoy. Enjoy. I forgot what I was gonna say next. Raucous crows, water slows, a way to go beyond what we know, a dance, a song, enjoy of the water. Oh my god. Water found. Okay, we can go another stanza. Feathers found. All around. Clean. Crystal. Crystal? Clean crystal. Their darkness abound. The joy that echoes from within their within the joy that echoes from within. From within will forever accompany the sound. Okay, that's where I stop. I don't know how good that is actually, but we're just gonna read all of them out later. But let's go and get a new prompt. You are no, I think I'd like something else. Oh, I like this. I like this one. You wake up and everyone is speaking in an unfamiliar language. We can try and make this one joyful as well. Yeah, I think we can try and make this one joyful as well. Genuinely, I do believe that we can try, if nothing else. Like, trying, I think, is... Trying is obviously a part of it. Sorry. I just paused for some reason. But yeah, trying is obviously a part of it, and I think I can make this kind of joyful. I have an idea. Words have changed. Silence. Unfound. Ones that cut like knives. Now, so I spelled knives wrong. Seeds that sprout. Was it a dream or another universe that showed me what showed me what could have been, what I found. The patience I lack will forever be my foul. The joy that lasts shall appease the sorrow. I like that. It's like, I guess it's, I mean, like, in my opinion, like, how I interpret these, if I was just reading it and I haven't written it, because genuinely speaking, when you write with the prompt, you usually don't go into really deep, like, thematic symbolism and themes, like, you know, like, really deep into your psyche to figure out what exactly this should be about. But, like, just on a very surface level interpretation, it's about, like, how your life has changed, and you're not sure if it was a dream or if it was another universe, because at a point, the people you were with were, like, saying things that cut you like knives. You were bleeding out every day. Now they are not doing that anymore. Now they're just trying to support each other and, like, be nice to each other, and I feel like that's pretty nice, you know. Okay, let's try for boba and bagels. I don't know what could go wrong here, but we can try. I usually don't write poetry about food for some reason. But yeah, I can get Lor's reasoning saying I'm hungry. Completely agree. I am not hungry because I ate food. But actually, food poems do seem fun to write, although I have rarely seen someone write a poem about food. Which is, you know, I feel like it's a bit debatable what exactly it could be about. Like, you know, sometimes people can call boba and bagels like some sort of metaphor for some wider, bigger, greater thing that you're not really looking at the first glance. But if you really go and analyze everything, you'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. But in my opinion, it probably just is a poem about food. So we're just gonna try and write a poem about food. Let's do this. Cup in hand, straw in mouth. cream cheese coats. Cream cheese cover sweater hands. Chewy tapioca, smooth bread, a combination unexpected yet with so much to expect. Favorite flavors seem too many to count. A new one every day. If I didn't doubt, should I be cut off, I would be without. Which one to choose when there's this drought? I realize sometimes that my poetry, the lines become longer and longer the longer it goes on. I feel like that's because it's progressing so naturally you don't realize that it's becoming longer until after it's done, and you're like, oh well, now I can't really do much about it, so let me just leave it. But if you catch them really early, unless it's something that you actually want people to notice, you should just try and make sure that it'll be of less impact to you. Definitely. Should I be cut off, I would be without. Which one to choose when there's this drought? Okay, I think that's where I stop with this poem. It's pretty good. Let's try to get another prompt. Or the dash know about dash. Does anyone want to fill in the blanks? What the dash know about dash? I will be taking last minute prompts if anyone has any. So go for it, I like this one. I never thought something could be this fragile. Maybe we should do this one. Should I just do this one? I never thought something could be this fragile. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go with this one because it's the most convenient. I never thought something could be this fragile. Like crystal, it sat up high where I couldn't reach. A way to the top I would need. It looked like a trophy for my race against time, against place, against my own race. A way to depend on this foolish quest. For a trophy. For the prize broke as soon Price broke as soon as I met the one who it could have belonged to. What else can I write? I'm not sure what else I can write. Like crystal, it sat up high where I couldn't reach. Away to the top, I would seek. Instead of news, I don't know why I wrote news instead of something else. It looked like a trophy for my race, against time, against place, against my own race. A way to depend on this foolish quest, for the prize broke as soon as I met the person who it could have belonged to. Didn't quite know what to do. Such importance to something of little value. How could a towering tree find some shelter for its halo? I had like oh yeah, okay, let's just do your prompt soon, Uni. Raining blue. Okay. Well, this one was 5, so 6. Oh, 6. Raining blue. Umbrellas raised. Okay, wait, no. I like the rain, if only inside. A way to hide from all the blue sides. Raincoats yellow, boots red. The cartoon definition of the rain, of a rain fellow I met. No way to tell if they knew the rain will never stop. It sits for good. Okay, I like that one too. That's pretty good. Oh, wait. I didn't see that. Okay, that's really nice. Thank you, Uni, for giving me Soleil's prompts. That was really nice of you. I didn't even check the Discord again. But yeah, let's just do the other one as well. That was 6, right? Yep, 6. 7, which is what fish think about sushi. What fish think about sushi? What thoughts can I have if fish could think? Would they accept a slaughter of them, their kind? The belly, a helpful guest. Maybe we are enemies on a narrow road, unable to pass without using our swords. No way to look away as blood flows. Why eat the fallen of your foes. No such. No such way to soften the blow. If I don't want to be eaten, why would a fish think to? Such is nature, tried and true. So much for human cannot be humane too. I like that. That was also a really good one. Wow, that was so fast. Oh, does anyone have any more prompts? I can go on for a bit more, I think. At least, like, we can't end on 7. I refuse to end on a 7. The number 7, I don't like the number 7. So we're gonna go and look for another prompt. We broke only one rule. Something I think you should know. It's not an easy change to make. The real questions. Tell me about a feud. No. Get me a new one. Interesting. Which one should we do? Do you have a prompt, Uni? Because I can take your prompt. I don't mind. Oh, we should go with it was written in the stars. If wishes were fishes. Okay, sure. Let's go with that one. Humane. I wrote humane too. Okay, 8. If wishes were fishes. I'm just gonna start it with that. If wishes were fishes. If wishes were fishes, they'd swim so true. The depths of the ocean. The challenge holds true. No miracle to consume. No way to harvest. What can be granted would never be forced. A way out of the unfamiliar hell of this world's ending. This world's ending. From this world's well. Okay, I think that, wow, that was a lot of them. 10 plus 6, 7, 8, 10 plus 3, 13. Okay, I don't hate the number 13, so this will have to do. Well, we can add one more, so that's 14. Okay, that also is fine. Okay, I'm gonna read all of them out for you guys, so I think that'll be fun. The first one we wrote was pink moons. Pink craters and pink colors shine through the cracks of bubbles, blown up big like a balloon to be filled with moonlight and no sins. And if valleys show, if this bursts, know that my reality is cursed, unable to see the falsehood of things, the moon and my pink gum both hidden from the winds. Oh, okay, the next one. I'm dying to know whether this poem will ever start, if words that flow through me can bear to part. If the quill breaks, will I depart from my journey to say the words of my heart. Okay, so we have two versions of anxiety and listlessness. The first one is the actual one, because the second one I didn't actually follow the prompt completely. So, yeah, the first one is covers go up, the sky warm. I shiver as though a frost. My racing mind from tomorrow's disgrace today has yet to pass. Yet I lay awake. No more to give, no more it can take. Whatever is lost will remain. Did I consider what would remain if I gave it all, yet the day still takes? Version 2 is awake in bed I lay, the ceiling makes, cream grey white overtake, the crown jewel of my awake. Tomorrow that comes, today's sorrow, woe pleads for relief from my unending harrow. The thoughts that plague color the world grey, in foolish wait of what awaits. Even at rest, the mind awakes, running 1,000 miles, the skin that takes. Breezes don't blow, the itch remains, my world contained in this space. That was the version 2 of the second prompt, yeah. The second prompt from the prompt generator is you have the ability to turn into anything you want, but you have to go to sleep in order for it to take effect. This one's just called sleep because we're keeping it simple, right? And it goes like this. Eyes close, and here I am, in another time of another man, who I saw a reflection of my future, the one I thought I want to be. Yet here I am, awake as though a dream, come true yet a nightmare it may be, curses or blessings in disguise of me, of my world torn apart from a simple sleep. And 3 is strutting in high heels towards world domination. Now this one, I really do feel myself in this one. This is what we want, right? This is what we want with our own lives. So, the pink heels of world domination. My feet ache, made to bear the burden my shoulders cannot take. Pink of their demise, the promise of my side. Seen as though the last sight, death may carry them to safety with all his might. Spared a thought on the singing trees, knowing birds make it to water well below their knees. The world is my oyster, I'm the pearl it needs. If I cannot be granted strength, I shall take what I need. I still can't get over how freaking arrogant that was and how much I love it. 3 from the prompt generator is the word, something I think you should know. Also, like, really interesting prompts from the prompt generator. Obviously, they're not really actually for poetry. They're just normal writing prompt generators that I'm using for poetry because I think they're a good way to warm up and, like, get used to writing really fast. Because I've been in some competitions, right, where, like, the goal is to write a whole poem in 1 hour. You obviously get choices from topics and you have to write the poem in 1 hour. Now my speed is much faster than before. Like, usually, you know, like back then when I used to attend these competitions, I would take like half an hour to really think about what I wanted to write about and then write it in like 15-20 minutes. So I only had like 15 minutes to really correct whatever I wanted to and then submit it. But nowadays I can finish a poem and be like really satisfied with it in like 30 minutes tops, which is really, really good and really great for me. But like, now that I think about it, those poetry competitions would have been such a breeze if I could have just written a poem in like 5 minutes straight and just be done with it. Be like, okay, I'm done. You know? Damn. Okay, now I'm gonna read it. Something I think you should know. The world is harsh, harsher still. It grows disquiet, the turmoil it brings. My veins sing the call for kindness. Oh, it thrills. Take note of what you want. Be kind to who you can. Give as freely as they take. Giving brings more benefits anyways. Do you guys like that one? I don't know if it's good or not, but I like it. I think that's what matters the most in poetry, is if you like it, you can call it good poetry. If you don't like it, then well, it's bad. But if you like it, it's good poetry. And the fourth one from Lorlor is crows singing in joy as they dive into the water. Raucous crows, water slows, a way to go beyond what we know. A dance, a song in joy of the water found. Feathers found all around, clean crystal. The darkness abound, the joy that echoes from within will forever accompany the sound. This one is kind of lousy, kind of like lazy almost, I would say. I could definitely do better on a different day, I think. Or maybe even with a different prompt. I just don't understand the prompt well enough, I believe. Okay, this one. Fourth one from the writing prompt generator. You wake up and everyone is speaking in an unfamiliar language. Words have changed. Silence unfound. Ones that cut like knives now sow seeds that sprout. Was it a dream or another universe that showed me what could have been? What I found. The patience I lack will forever be my foul. The joy that lasts shall appease the sorrow. Again, it feels kind of incomplete, like I need something else as well, but I don't know what else I could possibly add. So it's just gonna have to be that, and we're gonna have to stop there. Because I have no ideas. If I did, I feel like we'd come back to this on a later date and revise some of the poems to actually like suit better for the topics that they were supposed to be about. But right now, I don't think that's an option because my brain is rapidly falling asleep, like to the point where I should just like stop talking and go to sleep. But we're gonna keep reading until we get to the end of all the poems, and then I'm gonna say goodbye and see you guys tomorrow and then leave the stream, you know. So the fifth one is Boba and Bagels, again a prompt by Lorlor. Really love the prompts, they're all so good. So this one is cup in hand, straw and in mouth, cream cheese covered, sweater hands, chewy tapioca, smooth bread, a combination unexpected yet with so much to expect. Favorite flavors seem too many to count, a new one every day if I didn't doubt. Should I be cut off, I would be without. Which one to choose when there is this drought? I also like this one. I think it starts really great, and then at the end it's like, what if I was cut off, but I don't know which one I would choose, and it just ends there. So like prompts you to question what this could mean. Like if this was in like a textbook for literature students in school or in college, they would be asked to like vigorously like, you know, analyze the poet's words and what they could possibly mean, and so like X, Y, Z, yada yada yada. And I just feel like, no, I just wrote this prompt for fun, no other reason, you know. The fifth one from the prompt generator is, I never thought something could be this fragile. So I keep going. Like crystal, it sat up high where I couldn't reach. Give me a second, I'm gonna drink some water. Okay. Like crystal, it sat up high where I couldn't reach. Away to the top I would seek. It looked like a trophy for my race, against time, against place, against my own race. A way to depend on this foolish quest, for the prize broke as soon as I met. The ones who it could have belonged to didn't quite know what to do. Such importance to something of little value. How could a towering tree find some shelter for its halo? I don't know where I went with this. Even I'm confused. I feel like I fell asleep in the middle and like completely deviated from what it was supposed to be on. I'm sure I was trying to write something else here, but I'm not sure what, so it's gonna stay that way until we come and revise it another day. Yep. Sixth one, Raining Blue, prompt by Soleil, and we love these kind of prompts because like they're just like titles, and I feel like those are also really good for practicing. If someone just gives you titles to poetry they want to like read about, like they're like, oh, Raining Blue, that's the title, now write a poem on it. You have to just figure out what you think it could mean by yourself. So I don't like rain, so I tend to end up staying home if it's raining, and if it's raining and I'm outside, I just complain endlessly. Like you will just hear me say, oh my god, I hate the rain, like I wish I was at home right now because the rain sucks when I'm outside, but at home I can totally be okay with it. And so I'm gonna keep reading. I like the rain, if only inside, a way to hide from all the blue sights. Raincoats yellow, boots red, the cartoon definition of a rain fellow I met. No way to tell if they know the rain will never I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be go. Okay, it is for good. Okay, seventh one. What fish think about sushi? Another prompt by Soleil, which I think another funny prompt that I don't know what to like write about. So let's just keep going. I was just thinking about whether or not like this prompt could be considered funny or like political almost, because people might just take it as a way to be problematic, which I'm okay with as long as it like doesn't go over my limits, which is my limits are I don't know right now. But I'm gonna keep reading. What thoughts can I have if fish could think? Would they accept a slaughter of their kind? The belly a helpful guest. Maybe we are enemies on a narrow road, unable to pass through without using our swords. Oh, I added the word through randomly. Again, I'm very sleepy. The belly a helpful guest. Maybe we are enemies on a narrow road, unable to pass without using our swords. No way to look away as blood flows. Why eat the fallen of your foes? No such way to soften the blow. If I don't want to be eaten, why would a fish think to? Such is nature, tried and true. So much for human cannot be humane too. I feel like the last line is where it really just packs in a punch and everything else is kind of just not really doing much for it. The last one is, if wishes were fishes. If wishes were fishes, they swim so true. The depths of the ocean, the challenge holds true. No miracle to consume, no way to harvest. What can be granted could never be forced. Ah. Okay, the second prompt was just okay, I like completely switched out of the prompt after waiting for like a few seconds thinking, okay, there's no way like anyone's actually interested in this prompt. It seems kind of meh, like kind of okay, like whatever, but I'm still glad that the prompt was there because it was quite fun. It's a good exercise, I had fun. I'm gonna keep reading though. Keep forgetting that I'm supposed to finish the thing before I start replying to messages and the likes. A way out of the unfamiliar hell of this world's ending from this world's well. Okay. Yeah, that's much better. I'm gonna leave it like this. I will share the document link on Streaming Muse. If anyone wants to read it, they should feel free to, because I don't mind at all. Wait, I will share the document link of the thing. Now I'm gonna say bye because I really need to sleep, like right now, immediately, right? So goodbye. I'm so thankful that you came to watch me, and thank you for being here. Really, truly awesome of you to come and watch me. And I hope you're having a great morning if it's morning for you, and or a great night if it's night for you. And I hope you had fun. I'll see you again soon. Bye. Oh, okay, wait. Let me switch to the ending screen. I completely forgot I was gonna have to do that.